Okay, good morning to all of you. This is Kel once again. Today is Friday. Yes, it's a good weekend. All right, so what happened is today, all right, it's the last trading day. I'm sure you guys are going to prepare yourselves for the good weekend after you enjoy yourself. So make sure that you guys stay safe. Okay, for today's trading, right, today's market sharing, I will go a little bit on some fundamental. So traders as well, right? You may need to bear a bit a while before I go into the technical side. Okay, guys, so good morning to all of you. Let's just begin our morning MAO, all right? So let me just bring up my screen and get this started. Okay, all right. 19th of February 2021, Friday, Trade with the Boys, members only, morning MAO. All right, now, will Humpty Dumpty fall? All right, should be false. Correct. All right, guys. The thing is this, okay, this Humpty Dumpty, I'm not actually referring to the stock market. I'm referring to individual, all right? Okay, I'm referring to individual, all right? So later on along the way, is that right? You see who are the Humpty Dumpty that I'm actually referring to, okay? All right, good morning to all of you, to all like Colin, Peter, and Cynthia. Thank you guys for coming online once again. All right, good morning to all of you. All right, so the thing is this, as I say, I will start to move my motivational quotes early to the front part so that I want you to be motivated in your life. Not only just about trading, it's about yourself, okay? So this is the two captions that I come up with for today. Mindset is what separates the best from the rest. I think it's very important, guys. I mean, many people ask me this question, Cal, how to be a good trader. What is the main point of this? Is it a discipline? Is it because of techniques? Is it because of money? Is it because of knowledge? Seriously, I think it's mindset. Really, if the mindset is not there itself, right, no matter what you do, regardless of even trading, it will likely fail. Give you an example. All right, when a person drives the car, all right, let's say it's taxi driver, Grab driver, lorry driver, I'm pretty sure they will focus very well on the road, because you know that, right, any accident is going to be costly and it could be even be deadly. All right, but then again, with such a fantastic discipline and mindset, but when it comes to trading itself, right, they realize that they are not following what they do. That means that being a driver, they are so careful, but come to trading itself, right, they don't really relate that the same way. And therefore, right, even though they are doing so well in their so-called this occupation, but when it comes to trading itself, right, they relax themselves and get into trouble. Now, you can't do that. Trading is actually another business. It's just another occupation. You really need to focus. Your mindset must be correct. And you must know that, right, you shouldn't be taking anything for granted. So that's the reason why I really think that, right, mindset is very powerful and it's very, very important. And of course, doubts kills more dreams than failure ever will. Seriously, if there's doubts in your life, why are you having that doubt? Is it because that the thing in front of you is not concrete? Is it not real? Or there's nothing to support? But I think by now today, we have been doing this. Trade the Boy system have been there for many, many years, okay? And I have been trading for quite a few years too. So don't look at what you don't look at just only on the surface. You look at how this whole thing has developed. And I'm pretty sure nowadays you guys have seen, right, every single day I'm committed to do my morning MAO. It's not because for any glory. It's because I want you guys to understand that, right, whatever you learn from me is the same thing, and it's going to be repeating itself over and over and over again. Nothing has changed. Everything is back to the same fundamental basics, all right? So don't kill your dreams, all right? In fact itself, right, okay, go for it. Become a professional trader, or at least make something good from trading. That is more important in my opinion. And as I said, the mindset is very, very important. Okay. All right. So before we start this morning, once again, the morning MAO itself, I would like you guys to understand this. Whatever I share, please understand this. Anything that I share is all right. Any trade sharing advices, friendly advices, all will carry risks. Okay. Nothing is 100% in trading. Anything and everything, there's potential chance of losing money. So please make sure that you guys know exactly what you're looking for and do your due diligence and risk assessment. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Let's begin. Now, How many of you, all right, remember this very nice song? All right, this little children's song about Humpty Dumpty. All right, right. So basically, right, I will just suddenly just snap, and I just suddenly this rhyme, this nursery rhyme, just came to my mind, and I just felt that the closeness of this. Okay, so from this Wall Street two cartoons, you can see that, right? This Humpty Dumpty basically sat on the wall. Then this wall happened to be Wall Street. And of course, when he fell, right, what happened is that it's not the egg yolk that comes up, it's the money. But you look carefully itself, right? It's actually money with nothing. I mean, no money at all. So this is what the picture or cartoon is trying to tell you, right? You can have a lot of money, but if you actually fail, then of course this thing will become zero rise. Okay, so it's just like trading itself. You basically, right, if you don't take care of your account, even you may have a lot of capital, it will just go to zero if you actually fail to protect it. And of course, this second picture itself is this guy walking towards Wall Street, and Humpty Dumpty is actually watching him. So why is he watching him? So I think you guys know already, right? It's just like just waiting for that moment to come, because basically we all know that, right? To be honest itself, right, up to 95% or more traders actually loses money in the market. So why is that so? Because people just don't understand that this is the while Wall Street is being created. Okay, it's being created. Okay, basically means that, right, the boys are there to basically go for the kill. So later on, I'll show you something about what happened recently. You will know that, right, why Wall Street is not so simple. But if you actually know how to do it, you can actually have a chance in here. Indeed, Philip, it is like SOS. Indeed, this is really like a SOS, telling people that it's all gone, you know. All right, so guys, this is how it is. When you are in this position, you need to be very, very careful. You're in a very precarious position, in fact. Okay. So let's look through the news for today first. Okay, first of all, the 10 years yields, as I told you yesterday, I told you as long as the yields goes up, okay, the stock market may actually comes down. So what we are seeing is the same thing again. The yield actually yesterday climbs up above 1.3%, and then the Dow Jones Industrial Average came off a little bit. Okay, now of course Dow Jones actually last night came off more than 300 points at one stage. But of course, again, when Yellen came in to speak, the market recovers. So it's, this is very, very normal. Every day at about 3 a.m. Singapore time, you will see this incredible phenomenon. It's like 3 a.m. if the market don't buy up, right, maybe it will come off. But majority of time, at about 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., the market goes up. So I know some of you actually was thinking that, hey, actually I woke up yesterday to, to see the market, right? But end of the day, you didn't. But I was there. So I saw the market recovers, and I know that this is very typical. So yesterday, Janet Yellen, okay, about 4 a.m. Singapore time, she came in as a Treasury Secretary. Of course, we know that. She basically says that, right, okay, if we don't go for the major stimulus, the bigger risk is not doing that. That means that, right, if let's say we don't do it now, right, there'll be a bigger risk, okay, as a bigger risk. And she is basically backing what Joe Biden wants, okay, the 1.9 trillion relief bill, including the $1,400 check. And of course, the House Democrat plans to vote on the bill by next week. You heard also that Nancy Pelosi also says that. Yellen also want that to happen. So next week itself, right, end of next week means next Friday, they really want this to really happen. They said that if this big package don't come in itself, right, this is going to be very difficult for the economy to recover. So in short itself, they're telling you guys, we need money. If you have no money, the market will not recover. So I was just wondering out loud itself, right, are we looking at the money to be coming in to save the economy, or because the economy is recovering? So this is something that I want you guys to understand. So, and she says she's not worried because, she said that, right, inflation is still very low over a decade, and although there's a risk, but it's not going to be a big problem. So I don't know what type of risk element or inflation these people are using now, but I know that, right, last 10 years ago, my cost has increased a lot. The petroleum costs have increased, housing costs have increased. We have increment in terms of earnings, but it's not in relevance, right? So guys, I will just leave it alone here itself. But anyway, she's telling you upfront that, okay, we need more money, okay? So this is something that I really want you to take notice of this, okay? Look at my caption, okay? Which sector, okay? Why is that so? Because Yellen says investors should be very careful with some sectors, calls Bitcoin highly speculative. Now, this one got break into two parts. Some sectors is one part, calls Bitcoin highly speculative is another, okay? So what you're trying to say is this, Janet Yellen told CNBC there might be parts of the stock market where investors should be very careful. Now, do note once again the caption that she used is very careful. Okay. Now, of course, we all know that, right? When a federal official comes in and say in this manner itself, you really need to be careful already. And the best part is this: just tell you that, okay, be careful, but she don't specify. So she talks so much already, end of the day, she don't tell you which sector, okay? But if you actually reconsider, think about this again. Now, her second part, she's called Bitcoin highly speculative. So think about this now. Which company actually nowadays has got involved with Bitcoin? Think about it. Actually, there's quite a few of them now, right? Of course, there's one spectacular one, and you know that's Tesla. Okay. So basically, in my opinion itself, if the yields goes up, if the yields actually goes up, okay, then what happened is, okay, the cost, the increment in cost, which means that the interest rates may be going up. And when that happens itself, right, technology companies, right, they will have a problem, all right? Because it was the low dollar, it was the low interest rate environment that basically propelled the market and created the easy money for the tech companies to go way across the board, right? We talk about the 6 big companies that holds up to 25% of the entire S&P 500. So that's why I'm basically watching this very closely. And then from this point of view, I realized that, right, you just have to be very careful. So of course, what I did was very simple. I did this for you. Now, basically, I repeat myself once again, don't get me wrong. I believe that Elon Musk is really a genius. And I read all his books, and I think he's really there at a different level, right? If you tell me he's an alien, I also buy it, okay? But the point is this. You must understand chart. The chart view tells me something not very comforting. First of all, we are seeing the CCYRs in the market. Okay, that is really not that good, right? For time being. Then you saw the KSI. The KSI is still red in color. Okay, so this tells you the boys are actually still selling. The boys are still selling. Okay, indeed, the boys are still selling. Okay, and you can see that based on my new indicator called TSCB, it is basically still having a very strong resistance at $866. So of course, this TSCB will change along the way. So I will let you know when it changed to for the buy side. But at the moment now, I am quite, slightly confident to tell you that we should see 754 first. Okay, 754 first for the Tesla. Then after that, if the market still cannot hold, there's a gap on the left side here. Can you see that? There's a gap here. And usually stocks do cover gap. And this gap will bring it down to about 721. So I will tell myself this, between 721 to 718, right, will be a very good level to watch out for Tesla again. Although near term, right, 754 will be the first target. But if the market loses $754, then of course, about 721 to 718 will be a level that I believe that, we can look out for this Tesla. All right. Now, of course, with Tesla, if let's say do come down, then what will happen? Of course, that will bring the NASDAQ down because we know that the whole movement, okay, or all the EV is right, is because of Tesla. Okay, so that is my personal take on Tesla, and combine what I believe, what I'm hearing from, what I'm reading from Janet Yellen's speech. Okay, so of course, well, on this side, the Yellen is being very cautious, but the Bitcoin community is not seeing that point. So apparently, it's right, a trader. Okay, let me remind you, it's a trader. The trader says that Bitcoin can go to as high as 170,000 US dollars. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. If you're telling me that now it's 50,000 and you're aiming at 100,000, it's 1 times 1. Okay, it's a good return for 1 year example, but nothing that spectacular. But you're telling me now that your target is $170,000. Okay, at least it's like 2 times to 3 times. Then that is reasonable, all right? But the thing is do you think that Bitcoin can go to that level, right? So if you believe that Bitcoin will hit 170,000, please key 170, okay, into the group chat right now. Okay, if you believe that you hit 170, if you don't think you hit 100, you don't think you hit 170, then you tell me a figure, okay, that you think you will hit by the end end of this year. All right, what do you think? Bitcoin will go how high? Okay, in your opinion, for this year 2021, what level do you think the Bitcoin will go? Right, please key your answer right now. I take some water. Wow, I see that patience, you're looking at 120. And oh, Uncle Arun, 215. Okay. Benedict, 100,000. Okay. And this Yu Ming, 60,000. Okay. Colin, 10,000. Wow, you're expecting the Bitcoin to crash. Did you type correctly, Colin? Sue Kim, 171,000. Jean, 62,000. Angela, 60,000. So you guys are more toward the more to the lower side. Okay, so Anthony looking at 70,000. Okay, so we have quite a big array here. So to as low as 10,000 to as high as $215,000. Okay, I mean seriously, a Bitcoin will go to $250,000, 215,000. Now you buy 50,000 is cheap. It's still cheap. It means that we got 4 times return. Oh my God, really? Okay. Oh, Colin said that you'll be same fate as 2017. Oh, okay. Everybody got their right to their own decision on this one. Thank you, Colin. And thank you all the rest of you guys. All right, so I wouldn't know where Bitcoin be going. I mean, my target back then was at 32,000 and 38,000, and that's it. I didn't have any more higher level. And of course, now at this moment, now I'm not comfortable to buy. Be honest with you, I told you guys. So I would rather just wait. Okay, I would rather just wait and wait for the thing to come down to whereby people are not buying anymore. Then I go. Right, this is how I see things for big item market. Okay. So of course they do a comparison. They say that is it better buy gold or better buy Bitcoin? So obviously it's right. Majority of the people being interviewed, they prefer Bitcoin, and they are saying that right. Bitcoin itself, the current market cap is 1 trillion, but gold is 10.5 trillion. So that means that right, Bitcoin got more upside. I don't know how he see from this point, but I'll just leave it there because he's still the invited guest, right? So all I can say is this, right? We do see more corporate and more institutional players entering the market. And that is the rational reason why, because Bitcoin itself is a demand supply game. The supply is limited. The demand is ever there. So undeniable, as long as the buyers do not release the supply, right? Then of course the new buyer want to come in, then obviously the price had to go higher. But of course, this is really incredible. It's like buying on something that really that's nothing. So some people even tell me that Bitcoin can go even higher to what 500,000 and stuff like that. So I just leave it there. End of the day is that you're buying something, but do understand this. Bitcoin, the most powerful part is about portability. It's basically itself now any individual, right? If I want to get 50,000 out from my country to another country without people knowing and without even informing people, theoretically speaking, I just need to put the money into Bitcoin, right? From an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet somewhere, and the money is bought over. So that is the power of Bitcoin. And that is why itself, right? People are really buying it for a lot of other reasons. Right? You got my point here. So end of the day is this, it is possible that they want to bring it higher. Right? So of course, if you become 100,000, all right, then of course, one pot is 100,000. So the ding dong, you can transfer millions of dollars very fast. So this is what is ongoing right now, I believe, in my personal opinion. Okay. So the thing is this, you can see that, right? I already spent a lot of my morning trawling through all the news, reading everything. I like reading news. I like enjoying this. And more important thing that is stimulate my thinking through and see whether am I in the right track or it's a market trying to pull a fast one here itself. So apparently now this is a new this article basically came out, say that the short interest fall to near record lows. Now what I'm trying to explain to you means that, right, people are basically not shorting market anymore. All right, I repeat myself. Yes, people are not shorting the market anymore. So actually, from one look at it, it's very positive for the market, right? If people are not shorting the market, so the people are buying the market. So that is why the thing comes in itself, is that telling you that, okay, right, this is the good part of it. All right, so market likes it in a way, but of course, if everybody's on the long side now, the question is this: what will happen to the market then? So again, this is going to be two sides of the coin. I read through this article a few times to really try to understand what you're trying to present. So end of the day is, I don't know, is it good for the market or bad for the market? But still, nonetheless, it's right. If everybody moves to one side of the market, usually I believe the opposite will likely happen. So that's why I give you this analogy of Humpty Dumpty. It's really on which side of the wall Humpty Dumpty wants to sit. And of course, when a gust of wind comes in, you know that what will happen to Humpty Dumpty. So that is my view and my point when I look at all this itself. Okay. All right. So hold on a minute. Okay. So that is how I see this. Now, this is where it gets very interesting, guys. We really need to pay attention to details now in the next few minutes. Okay. Now, Warren Buffett. I know that everybody knows who he is. Okay. If you don't know who he is, you're really hidden under a rock, I think. Now, this Warren Buffett, okay, recently, you don't see much on air anymore. He's letting his deputy come in, take over him. I mean, of course, he's really pretty old. He's really more than 90-year-old. So what is happening right now is that Warren Buffett, recently, right, he did some portfolio rearrangement. We all know that. So they bought into Chevron and Verizon, all right, Verizon. But the point is, this is something that you must understand. This is all right. Not only they buy into these two companies, okay, in fact, he bought three companies, but these two are the bigger one. The other one is an insurance company. So Davida, Kraft, Bank of America, Coca-Cola, and American Express is still their top holdings about Berkshire. So the thing is, end of the day, that okay, fine, we know that he buy this, so what? But do note, although he bought all this, okay, so he's telling you is right. He's looking at these two companies in terms of what they are doing to be pretty good in the coming months. All right. So of course, we're looking at potentially the car business industry. We're looking at basically the oil industry. All right. These two are the two sectors that Warren is looking at. Now, there's something that he did that stunned the market. Now, so basically, it's right. Berkshire Hathaway, they basically reduce Apple holding. Now, this is interesting. Now, you understand what I just said earlier about what I say about what Yellen mentioned about a certain sector, right? A certain sector that is a little bit, dangerous, correct? So is Apple inside the sector? Obviously it is. So the thing is this, the question was on everybody's mind, is that Apple have just came out their best ever quarter. And the total sales was $100 billion, okay? And of course, the sale in every product category rose by double-digit percentage point. Oh my God. So in short itself, it's like you should be buying. I mean, why are you selling when this company do so well? So that is where I want to ask everybody. Remember this, when Warren Buffett started to buy Apple at the very first stage itself, right? Apple share actually came down after he buys. And everybody was just saying that he's being an idiot as usual, doesn't know technology. And he's been saying this, he don't buy technology. But for some reason, when he bought Apple itself, right? Apple shares came down. So people say that, no, shit, Warren Buffett buy Apple shares. That means that market will crash. But if you recall that, then you know that what happened to Apple share. Apple share went all the way up, and along the way, he kept on buying. Remember that? Yes, indeed. He don't even buy his best friend shares, Microsoft. He buy Apple. Then, now today, Apple basically do such a solid performance, so well, he unloads. So the question is this, okay? Is it because that he knows something? Or is it because that he's taking profit? That gives you the guess, all right? Again, this is where the Humpty Dumpty now have to decide for themselves, because Berkshire basically cuts away JP Morgan, PNC, and M&T Bank Corporation, and also slashing away Wells Fargo. I mean, in short, he released a lot of financial companies of their portfolio. And the best thing is this, he also exited the bet on the Barrick Gold. Oh my God, Barrick Gold, remember that? We covered this. So back then itself, right, when Warren Buffett basically bought in Barrick Gold, okay, one Barrick Gold. Now, people ask me, Cal, is it that gold is going to go up? And I remember I said this, okay, if I got it wrong, please correct me, okay? I remember that back then, during the MAOs, I said this, right? Warren may be buying Barrick gold, and Barrick gold is actually very intertwined with the current gold prices. So meaning that Barrick gold prices goes along with the gold market. So I say that, right, because Warren buying gold, Barrick gold, so likely gold will go up. But if you ask me, I'm not that comfortable. I'm not that comfortable. I say that something is just wrong somewhere. So I say that, of course, Warren Buffett is the richest investor to date. All right. So, of course, I cannot go against him. But in my personal opinion itself, right, I still think gold will come down. So if you can remember this, guys, please say REM, remember. Let me see whether you guys remember what I say here. Okay. All right. If you remember what I said, please key REM. If I actually got it wrong or I said different thing, you can just correct me right now. This is already, I have no time to go through all my previous slides, but it's so long ago. So if you think that I said that before, please key REM. If you think that I didn't say that, I'm making it up, please tell me, Kel, you never said that. Okay? Yeah. Right. I'll wait for your reply. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Michael, Jerry, Kenneth, and Chongming. So you guys remember that I actually was saying that I was not comfortable with the buying of that itself, right? I did say that people buy Barrick gold, so you can buy some, but just be very careful. I'm not comfortable, right? Good. Thank you guys for remembering it itself. Appreciate that. So let me tell you what happened right now. Now, back then, okay, I did the research for you again. Again, this is a lot of effort. Back then in August 17, okay, Berkshire Hathaway came in and buy into this Barrick gold. And of course, immediately Barrick gold surged 12%, okay, after Warren Buffett, says that. Now, at that time itself, at that moment, take a look at the gold price was trading at about $1,998. Remember that? $1,998. Okay. So if anybody can remember this, when gold was at $2,000+, I was really very bearish on it. I said that gold will come down. And I say that gold will come down even lower to maybe 1,008 to 1,007. Okay, I actually said that. And of course, gold price at 1,998, I'm very sure I wasn't bullish back then. So definitely when Warren Buffett was buying Barrick gold itself, right, I was pretty sure that I was not comfortable to, call for it. Remember that? So of course, that was what it happened. And after that, you can see now today we actually, right, basically says that, right, the US regulatory says that Berkshire Hathaway have exited their position in Barrick Gold. Totally, everything exited. Now, do note when they bought this, when they bought into this Barrick Gold itself, right? Let's say they buy the lowest point during that period of time. Now that's about $26.25. Today, Barrick Gold is about $20.32. Let's say they sell before the big drop. Okay, obviously when they call for sell, the market will react, right? Today, Barrick Gold now is trading at $20. So basically, Warren Buffett has lost some money. Okay, Warren Buffett has lost some money. So that is my point here. So even though you may be the big boy and you may have all the resources, you may not be always right. Okay, this is something that you must remember that, guys. So from this experience, this tells us that, right, even though big boys can be, involved with something, but if the chart doesn't tell you there's some problem in that, you just have to do your due diligence. So same thing for mind sharing. If let's say whatever I share, you're not comfortable with yourself, right, please do your own due diligence. You can go against me, no problem, because end of the day, whoever makes money from the market is the one that being right. Okay, and there's no way any individual will be right forever. Sometimes you're just going to make mistake here and there. So now he's saying that, right, he is reducing Apple, reducing financial shares, and also reducing gold. So the question comes in, why he doing all this? Suddenly resizing everything, okay? So does it tell us that the gold price is going to go down further? Because you see, Barrick gold moves together with gold price. So if Warren Buffett tells you that, right, he's exiting Barrick gold after just 1 year later, so what is he trying to tell you? So he says that, right, gold itself is an unproductive asset. But he'll be saying this for years. For so many years, Warren has been saying this, but suddenly out of nowhere, he went in to buy. So of course, back then when the gold price was surging, it was very clear for individuals to go and jump in. That is my point now, guys. When everybody jumps in onto something and that something doesn't perform, the opposite, the tidal wave from the opposite will come down very hard. So that is what I'm trying to explain to you now about this Humpty Dumpty theory that today I keep on repeating myself. Okay, you got it? All right, so let's just recap what happened yesterday in the US stock market. The Dow falls from record amid a disappointing job data and weak Walmart forecast. Now, this is actually very important. I'm going to go very slow today, okay? Now, US stock like Dow Jones fell about 120 points, okay? And of course, the NASDAQ and the S&P dropped about 0.7 to 0.5%, okay? That's quite okay, reasonable. But what was a stunner was Walmart shares dropped 6.5% after fourth quarter earnings fall short of Wall Street estimate. Now, of course, I haven't really read into what our estimate they actually put. If they put a very high estimate, for them to miss is very normal. But if the estimate is reasonable, then it's going to be a bit of a question mark here itself. Okay, and they even added that says that the earnings per share will decline, and you'll be roughly there around there after the festival. Okay. All right, so what happened is that Walmart is actually the number one company in US then Amazon, okay, the number one biggest company, all right, in terms of its operation. So if the number one company, and it's like something like is for all the retail sales, then they are not doing that well, right? So the question mark is this: is the whole economy doing well? So that is the first question come to my mind. Then after that, I also saw that they covered again on Apple share, all right, and they also covered on Tesla. So when I see this itself, right, I get to see some patterns here, and this tells me that traders really need to be a little bit careful, because now we have this Yellen telling you to be careful of certain sectors, and certain sectors are actually coming in. Now, what is incredible is yesterday during the federal minutes, right? Federal minutes says that the employment data are weak, but the last few weeks we saw the data was okay. But then again, this last night, then the data shows that the jobless claim is actually higher. I am just stunned and see that, wow, okay, federal minute says that is the employment data are weak, and to yesterday immediately it showed. So the point is this: they are so accurate with these data numbers, but come to inflation, they keep on reminding you guys that it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. So I just feel that there's a little bit of confusion right here itself, is that whether or not Federal Reserve, they do have the right data for the market. So anyway, we saw that the filing has went up to 861,000. So if you look into retrospect, right, if you look at it right now, before the Wuhan virus or COVID-19, you can see that it was averagely around here. But now we are still about 3 to 4 times higher than the previous before the problem surfaced. And if you look carefully, my friends, if you look just carefully, okay, I just want you to take a look here. If you look carefully, if you do a curve here, you will realize that the numbers is actually moving up again. So this doesn't tell you that the economy is actually doing well. Something is just fairly wrong itself. So overall, I can just tell you that traders, you just have to be careful. If you want to buy into stocks itself, right, maybe the higher PE ratio, higher multiples, you just have to go slow, or you just trade. Trade means, right, you buy, sell within a few days, and please set your stop loss in check, okay? So that is my personal take over here. Then this is the one thing that the market did talk about it, but hardly covered by the mainstream media, is the housing debt. The housing debt has rises to $14.6 trillion because of the record-breaking rise in mortgage loans. So which means what? Mortgage loans mean people basically mortgage and then get more loans, right? So apparently it's right. People are now refinancing for the automobile, for the education into mortgages. And because of the low interest rate environment and the forbearance of guidelines to cap delinquency in check, that means that they're trying to really, relax a little bit of rules to make sure that delinquency numbers stay down. So when you do all this stuff, right, I mean, it's a good thing, but what is actually causing a problem is the people. They are borrowing more money than they can afford, and they are really living on payment. Okay, if the thing is if there's any time anything happen, especially to the stock market, right, then I will suspect that there will be a barrage or a tidal wave of this problem coming on now. Okay, so traders, you just have to be very, very careful. Oh my God, gold just hit 1763. Okay, let's take a look what happened. I mean, just now I was looking at gold was doing okay, right? Okay, wow, what happened? Oh my God, there's some selling in the gold. Wow, okay, gold is selling off. Okay, gold is selling off. Okay, so gold has now trading at around 1762 level. And remember, I did mention to you guys that gold, the next few KCB level is about 1760 to 1748. Oh my God, this is going to be bad. But of course, if you remember what I shared with you guys about gold, remember this, all this is really, really happening. All right. So for people who are short in gold, if gold go to what 1760 level, you can consider to buy back some gold if you are shorting gold. Okay, if you are shorting gold. Thank you, Colin, for doing the announcement there. Thank you so much. Okay, let's continue. So Dow Jones, let's go through yesterday. Dow Jones was flat, down and flat and consolidated. But when Yellen is beginning to speak, boom, the market went up. So you see, this is what you miss when you are not setting your alarm clock. And of course, now you can see that, right? People are, that is the news says that, right? Although some stocks have came down, like GameStop have came down quite badly, all right, but then again, the overall market is good, and they're still telling you that although there's some losses, but the market pass away the losses. So overall, the sentiment in the market is still pretty bullish. It's still pretty bullish. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing now from the mainstream media. So let's go through what happened yesterday in the Dow Jones and let's recap. Okay. So for Dow Jones yesterday, the opening price was actually above P1. And because it's above P1, it is a buy. Indeed, it is a buy. And with the KSI green in color, right, it was a buy. So the market is supposed to go up yesterday, really. And of course, the market did go up. The market did go up, okay, for a bit. Then after that, it reversed and then come below. Now, once the market goes below the P1, that is whereby, based on rule, any CCYR at P1 will be a sell. But because the KSI is green in color, so when you go to KTR -1 to -3, you can look out for any CCRY that's available in the market to buy, right? That is what we always preach. And you also notice that there is a few KCB right here at about 31,300 plus level. And I mentioned this yesterday. So when the Dow Jones came down, right, down about 300 points, right, you can actually see that the buying actually comes in. And that is why the KSI tells you that what day, which day to look out to do whatever. So with the KSI green itself, right, it's undeniable when the market comes down, the market may find some support. So you look at it once again from yesterday's chart, right, you can see that once the market hit the KTR -1, a level that I said earlier in my day chart analysis, really the market rebounded. But the problem is this rebound comes with a problem, because you see that, guys, this rebound, right, did not cross the pivot 1. And in fact itself, right, it comes with a BMB at the same time. It came with a BMB at the same time. So with that itself, right, this immediately tell you that the market may go into a sell. Let me just repeat myself once again. Now, the market opening price is actually here. You can see that. I'm going to just clean the chart one more time. This is the opening price of the chart, right? And of course, when the market goes down below P1, it stopped perfectly at KTR -1 level, right? This is really incredible. Then after that itself, right, the market rebounded. Okay, when it rebound, you can see that it got resisted beautifully at the pivot 1 level, and this comes with a BMB at the moment. So it comes with CCYR with a BMB, and if you notice at the bottom, the KSI is red in color. So naturally, it's right. This is a sell signal. It is a sell signal. And of course, the market just go all the way down. All right, it basically went to KTR -2. It failed to meet KTR -3, but you know that KTR -2 is the next level the Dow may be going. Then after that, this was only when the market started to stabilize at KTR -2, and then you see the KSI jump right here. The KSI jump, meaning the boys came in to buy. So when the price was going down, the KSI was green. So this is a classic way that the indicator that you have tells you something that the market, the chart cannot tell you. So conventional chart, when the price comes down, right, they will look to sell, right? But the KSI goes the other way around. This tells you that the buyers came in, the big boys. So you should be covering back your short position and prepare to go long if you really want to do that. And indeed, what happened? You see the Dow going all the way up and incredibly stopping at the pivot 1 level. It's so incredible. This system is really ultimate. So really, guys, you go and take this chart and put a conventional chart and look at what happened when the market was coming down here itself. I can tell you this, all indicators will point down. No one will point up, but our indicator tells you something else. That's why I say the Trade the Boy system is really incredible. If you really like this system itself, right, give me all the thumbs up, right? And now give me all the thumbs up and let everybody knows that this is a great system. Come, everybody, if you are willing to give me a thumbs up, I wait for you. I'll get some more water. I'll be a sore throat today. Right, thank you guys for all the love and all the thumbs up. Excellent, guys, excellent. You see, the thing is this, it really is there. The system is really, really incredible. Really, really incredible. Okay, all right, thank you guys for all the great support here. Thank you once again. Okay, let me continue the sharing. Okay, all right, so, oops, sorry. Okay. Oh, Hang Seng has opened. Oh, so sorry. I missed Hang Seng opening price. I'm so sorry. Let me just go to Hang Seng right now. Oh my God. So sorry. Okay, Hang Seng right now. Okay. Hang Seng has gap up. How come gap up, right? Yeah, because when Hang Seng was closing at about 1 a.m. last night, Hang Seng the Dow was down by 300 points. So of course, it's very natural that when the Dow closed only up 100 points, Hang Seng actually will gap up, obviously, right? This is pretty simple. And why is the pivot? Oh, I'm so sorry. Today got no pivot. Yes, today got no pivot. Okay, you can just play around with it, right? You can see there's no pivot on the Hang Seng today. Hang Seng today, no pivot means you have to use the opening price as a gauge, okay? You use the opening price as a gauge. If the market stays above OP, Hang Seng will likely be going higher. If Hang Seng stay below OP, then Hang Seng will be coming off. Now, the KSI is green in color. So, sorry, the KSI is green in color. So that means the market is still biased on the buy side. Okay, the bias on the buy side. So traders, just be careful. If the Hang Seng go to a KTR -1 to -3, if there's any opportunity to buy, you can consider doing that. All right. So that is what I can tell you about Hang Seng today. All right, for now. Okay, I move on. Okay, so let's go into some special charts and some special sharing before we go to the TA side. Now, this morning at about 3 or 4 a.m., I remember, I saw how the so-called community, wow, how they grill Robinhood CEO and how they grill that cat. The cat, you know which cat, right? Well, they really go for it. And I can tell you that, right, the two gentlemen was really trying to wriggle their way out of it. And I'm very impressed with the ladies who are grilling them. These two ladies were very fantastic. Well, they were going very hard on it. And because this guy was trying to wriggle out their way, right? Then they go round and round and round. But the point is this, they don't answer the most important questions, okay? So now we all know that, right? Robinhood customers, they got in because of the free commission. So obviously free commission, obviously everybody like, right? No cost. But of course, how can be no cost? It's just like going to a property agent and the property agent tell you this, like, okay, I can sell your house for you for no money. And the thing is this, think about this. No money? Serious? I mean, I never believe in free lunches. Like there's always a hidden something somewhere. So when I saw Robinhood have no commission charges, right? When I read into the prospectus of it, then I understand. Because Robinhood is right, in order for the orders to match, they had to throw the orders to the other side. So obviously it's right, it's an open book trading, isn't it true? So this is the one really good one from AOC. Now AOC is this lady, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Okay, I'm sure I get it wrong, the pronunciation, but she is saying this. I really like that. Doesn't that mean that trading on Robinhood isn't actually free to begin with, because you're just hiding the costs and the cost in terms of potentially poor execution or the cost of lost rebates to your customers. So you can see my point is right. It's very clear that there's no free lunch. But the point is this: when he started this, no one said anything. When he was doing well, everybody is doing happy. No one complains. So when all things go crazy, when losses are there, that is all it began. So end of the day, that is why I keep on telling you guys this. Okay, when bubbles start to begin, everybody cheer the balloon. Oh, everybody cheer the balloon and get bigger and bigger because it's so nice. It's good to use. It's fun. But when the balloon gets so big, people get a bit jittery. Then after that, it gets so big itself, people say, you know what? It's big, but maybe we can play a bit longer. And when it bursts, everybody finger will point at the person who blows the balloon and say that, you know what? You shouldn't blow that balloon. You create noise. You create panic, you create scares to people. All this shit will always happen. So guys, I am sure I'm 41, 42 this year, okay, 42 this year. I'm sure you guys have went through many bubbles in your life. All right, especially in the financial market. So think back again, what happened in 2009, then think back again, what happened in 2018, then now look at 2021. I mean, all these are just repeating. I repeat myself once again on air right now, is that the market, okay, overall is always an uptrend. Since 1896, when Charles Dow come in and created Dow Jones at 56 points, today at 31,000, the market is always up. But you just have to understand this. When the market go beyond euphoric level, there'll always be what you see, the traditional or the recurrence of pullback. And the pullback is not for you to just short, it's for you to short and then anticipate the bottom and to buy from the bottom again. So now I would like to ask you guys, gold has came down from $2,000 now, gold has come down all the way to now 1,760s level. The question is this: would you dare to buy gold? So for those who dare to buy gold, please key the word buy gold into the group chat. Those who say, those who are not going to buy, they say not going to buy. Let me see how many of y'all will have what are answers. All right, everybody, let's contribute this once again. Right, let me know itself, right? How many of you will be buying gold? Right, how many will not buy gold? All right, let me see. All right, so you can see that Uncle Arun said that he dares to buy gold, and Gerald say he bought gold already. Okay, all right. Fred say buy, Roger say buy, Cynthia say dare, Angeline bought already, Andrew buy already, Ronaldo also say buy already. All right, Rita buy, and Richard say what? Great risk reward ratio. I believe that, right, Richard? Okay, trying to figure out what you write. And Janet also buy, Allison buy, Dennis buy, Chongming say wait. Okay, first one to say wait. Okay, Louis say buy, Jimmy E say she bought some, and Sue Kim, right? I get wrong, sorry about that. Right, say that not buying. Okay, so at least we have a bit of different camps. We have Philip not buying, Andrew say buy and sell. Okay, okay, that's cool. All right, so no wrong, everybody is correct. Okay. Now, I'll look at the chart later. I'll give you my view, all right? But at the moment now, we can see that this is how it is. Everybody got their own views in the market, okay? So I am very happy that the ladies really grew them. I really think that this game, this Robinhood may have a little bit of problem, but let's see, okay? Now, this is really something that I really want to share with you, and I think this is pretty cool, all right? I give you a moment to just digest what Steve Henrich and this guy, Steve, have shared in their Twitter. Okay, just give you about 30 seconds to read it first. I'll come back to you guys. Okay, you need to say bye, right? Okay. All right. Okay, have you read it? Okay. Now, basically, Steve Henrich is just basically coming back and tell you what happened in the last few years. Okay. Back in 2007, we all know that the stock market hit the high in 2008. And the time the high was about 14,200 plus series, okay? And the time itself, right, we all saw the 10-year yields hitting 5.2%. Now, I didn't validate this, but I believe in Steve Henrich. I don't think he'll pluck out from the air, so I buy his story. So apparently it's all right. Indeed, when the 10 years hit 5.2%, the bull market just stopped there. And of course, the market pulls back, right? Then in 2018 itself, right, the 10-year yield hit about 3.2%. And that was where we know in 2018, the stock market came down 5,000 points from the highest point. Remember that? Yeah. Then in 2021 now, people are actually getting unnerved by this now because the 10-year yield is 1.3. So what I'm trying to say is this. The numbers are actually going lower. So you shouldn't be worried, right? But the market is getting worried because they know the problem is actually in the system. And of course, this guy was saying on crude oil at the same time. He's saying that, right, the economy collapsed in 2008 when crude oil hit $147 per barrel. This one, I remember that. Then after that, EU staggered in 2012 when crude oil hit 132. Then the credit hiccup in 2014 when crude oil hit 112, okay? Then it hiccup again when in 2018 when it hit $78. So the question now is this, at $60 now, the people getting unnerved. So you see that the thing is this, the prices are coming down, the numbers are coming down, and the market getting more and more unnerved because you know why? People know that this whole thing is not built on real economy. It's building on pure bubble, easy money policy. So that's why now I want you guys to take a look at this itself. Okay, this is something I want to share with you. I'm going to go through very slowly here. Please follow me. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. Next time, if ever, oh, sorry, wrong color. Next time, if ever crude oil comes down to this point here, okay, which is about $22 to $25, okay, and if you are not in big hurry to take profit, right, hold that position. So apparently it's all right when crude oil the last 40 or 50 years, okay, last 50 years since 1970, okay, whenever crude oil comes to $22, for some great reason, two things will happen. Number one, it will be the recession. You can see that from the gray area. That's why I have this black arrow here to tell you recession. And crude oil comes down. And when it hit $22, that's almost the low point of the market. So of course, back in 1970, when prices was low, $22 was like, okay, reasonable, right? Then it went to a high of $124, but of course we know it went even higher to about $147 per barrel, all right? That was the closing price, but we know that the high went. All right, then again, it was where the start of the recession. Can you see that? That's why the black arrows are there, the recession. The gray areas are the recession timing. So of course, at $124 or $147 going up to $22, people don't believe that. But it really happened. Crude oil slammed down all the way after a few years later. It went down to $22. In fact, went to a low of, I think, $15. Okay. So if you buy $22 and you can have the buying power and hold it, right? After a while later, you're going to make profit because after that, you can see crude oil go up to $44. So it's a very good return, right? Pretty good, right? Just like Bitcoin. So of course, when it's 124, people say it's ridiculous. It will not be coming down this point. But later on, you saw, right, this crude oil go up again. And went up to $147, right? Again, you see the recession came in. Can you see that? The recession came in. And again, when that time is out, we tell anybody that the crude oil go $22, people say you're joking. But what we saw, indeed, it really happened. Crude oil came down to $22. So please make a buck right now. Everybody, key $22, okay? Key $22. So the next time when you see that crude oil comes down to $22, you do not run away. You basically, all right, go for it, okay? All right, remember that, okay? So now the question is this, are we at recession level? Now you can see that the chart shows you that, the gray area is there. Then what do you expect to see then? You got my point now. So of course, there were times whereby when the market was in recession, the crude oil did go down a little bit. Then after that, it went up again. So there was also time whereby it went down a little bit only and then go up again. So again, this is not going to be it's going to be like 1 + 1 = 2 thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, right, now you know that this chart, the last 50 years, tells you about how crude will go. So that is my point. Now, remember this, I did say before, when crude oil goes up, the stock market will go up, right? I said this many times. So if the crude oil price is continuing to go up, right, the stock market will still continue to go higher. But if that is the point, then if crude oil price do ever come down, right, and then what will happen in the equity market? So this is for you to go and think about it, and you make your own decision from there itself. Okay, so this is really very important. So next time when the crude oil comes to $22, you guys know what to do. Okay, cool, right? All right. So that's my sharing for this year. And of course, like I told you guys, as long as the central banks are pumping money, there's no need to be worried about. So this is actually from Bloomberg. And you can see that, right? This is the amount of money that every month the central banks around the world actually pump in. Of course, this is selected numbers, but it's from Bloomberg, so I can use it. So in case you don't really know what are this acronym means, I already done it for you. The federal is USA, Bank of China, ECB is Europe, Bank of Japan, Bank of England, Swedish Bank, Australia Bank, and New Zealand Bank, okay, Royal Bank of New Zealand, all right? So you can see that I didn't know that New Zealand and Australia pumping so much money. Honestly, I didn't know that. But then you can see this is a lot of crazy amount of money that is being pumped every single month. And of course, if you look at it from this GDP point of view, it's quite a lot. It really is a lot. So all I can tell you is this: as long as the helicopter money is still available in the market, really, it's going to be very tough for the market to come down. But of course, if globally everybody start to taper, wow, this is going to be very, very scary. Okay, so again, I say bubbles don't pop, at least for now. If it pops, please run, really run. Okay. All right, so before we go to the TA side, I just do a quick one right here itself. Yesterday, I did this little advertisement, and apparently already 15 people have joined me, all right, about 15 people. And of course, they already profited a bit of money from there because I told them the S&P 500 was a good short yesterday at the Pacific price. Of course, I gave them the target that it will go, and I also count with a stop loss. So I will give you both sides of the coin, target and stop loss. So this is going to be intraday trading, okay? So if you guys are interested to join, please contact me, private message me, and then, this is how it works. If you're not interested, it's fine. But remember this, the closing will be today at 23:59 hours. That means that after today, I will not accept any more new people. Now at 15, if I hit 30, I will just stop, okay? Hopefully y'all will make a decision, all right? So of course, the upside target itself, we're looking at about $10,000. But of course, downside can lose up to $2,000. So nothing is 100% in trading. Do note that. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's look at the Dow right now on the TA side, shall we? Okay. Oh, Hang Seng now has started to come off a bit already from the opening price. Okay, let's look at the Dow right now. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. There is some selling again on the Dow Jones this morning. All right, let me just, okay, every day my charts are fresh. So it means I have to redo every time, every morning I will do this live to show you what I'm doing. Okay, so now everybody take a look here. The purple lines were the previous BNB, but now there's a BNB yesterday. So I'm going to shift my BNB now to the new levels. Can you see that? These are the new levels for the BNB. And I also have to shift my MLP, which is the opening price and closing price combined divided by 2, okay? Now, this is what I'm seeing right now, and this is not healthy. Based on what I'm seeing right now, there's a fairly good chance that the Dow Jones might be trading lower. Let me say this once again. Now, based on what I'm seeing right now, the Dow Jones may not be going up. And if the Dow Jones goes below the BNB level, right, the low level, then there's a good chance for the Dow Jones to come down to meet the MA. The MA for today is 31,164, okay? Now, remember this, that this number is very important because later on you will, this is the MA level. Now, we have seen before when the Dow Jones hit the MA, usually it will go down a bit more, then it will stage a rebound. But of course, if the market closes below the MA strongly, then the next few days, there will be some selling. So traders, you need to watch out for this Dow Jones, and this is going to be not so good because we have been 2 BNB, right? 2 BNB. There's one over here. And yesterday it's another BNB, but this BNB yesterday did not go and break the previous high. So this is actually a pretty big warning sign for traders. You need to be very careful, and traders, please be mindful that, right? All right, in case the market really start to topple, right, we may be seeing this as an all-time high level, at least for now, okay? So just be careful, okay? All right, so this is what I need to share with you. Hold on a minute. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones, okay, on the M50 on the daily chart. Then of course, yesterday, the BNB beautifully touches my trend line level. So this really tells me that, right, seemingly the market is going into this type of mode whereby they are using this as a guidance now, okay? Okay, so let's just continue with the other one. This is the long-term chart. And this is one that I'm actually did tell you guys I'm pretty worried about. If you look carefully, this is the long-term chart that I created myself using a 170-day so-called period separator. And when I do the trend, the top to top sharing, you realize that, right, recently the market beautifully stopped there. Now, of course, some people say that is it just by coincidence? You know, I never believe in coincidence in the market. I believe in reality. So if this is going to be something, a foretelling sign, then the crazy part is if the Dow Jones really come down, the Dow Jones should be able to reach about 30,150 level. All right, now anybody can remember this number, right? Roughly, what is this number? Anyone can tell me? Do you recall what number is this? I wait for you guys to key to me. Let me know your take. Anyone can tell me what is this number roughly there? Okay. All right, still waiting for it. I think having some transition issue here, not able to see your messages. Okay, just hang on for a while, guys. I can't see your message, so I'm not too sure what you are keying to me. Okay, yeah, having a bit of a little issue right here, right now. Yes, correct, guys. Thank you, guys. That is the number they're looking at as minus 95% level. Okay, indeed. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I couldn't see just not coming in. So yes, indeed, it's all right. This is the if let's say the market really follows through according to plan, then it may touch around here. If I say on the projection side, then we're talking about this 30,150. So if you can remember that, it's all right. What is this figure? This is the thing that I'm going to show you guys. Look at it. Apparently itself, if I say we take the high as 31,719, that was a high about a few days ago. And if the Dow Jones really come down, the 95% mark itself is at 30,133. All right. This number here is 30,133 level. Okay. So remember that is a very critical level that, you know, the market might be going for. So my point is this, if you are short in the market, okay, when it comes down, you can consider to book some profit along the way. And if the Dow Jones really start to taper down to this point here itself, right now, based on history, we remember that when the Dow Jones hit the first 5% level from the high, usually it may stage a rebound. It happened previously. So if the Dow Jones this time around come down to 30,133, this will be actually a good time for you to buy back some position. Okay, of course, if the Dow Jones go below it, it can go lower, but I think with the current helicopter money in the market and Yellen is so bullish, so dovish, all right, I think that maybe the Dow Jones may not go down that much. But again, if anything really crazy happened, then of course anything can go. All right, so traders, please take note of that. Be careful. This is my personal take on the Dow Jones. Okay. All right, so that is the thing that you guys, I think, got it. All right, so the weekly chart itself, right, you can see that this is a weekly chart, and this shows you a little bit of reversal, two white candles, a bit of reversal, but again, the market is still staying above the BNB from the weekly chart. So the concern is still not there yet. The level of concern is about 31,240 level. If only when the Dow Jones really goes below 31,240, then maybe there should be a bit of worry. All right. So if today's Friday, if the Dow Jones do close below 31,240, traders just be a little bit careful. Okay. Just be careful. Okay. So let's look at the Dow Jones with our indicator. Let's take a look right now. Okay. Here we go. Now the Dow Jones for today, the opening price, interesting. The opening price is actually, wow, it's actually near the pivot. The opening price is actually slightly 1 point higher than pivot 1 point only. So basically with that, above OP will be a buy, right? And with the KSI green, it should be a buy. But for some reason now, we are seeing some selling in the market. So of course, if the market bridges below the pivot one, then you know that any CCYR will be a sell. But because the KSI is green in color, KTR -1 to -3 traders to look out for potential buy CCRY there. So what I'm trying to say is this, don't be confused from daily trading market. Daily trading means that now, if let's say there's a CCYR at the pivot one and you want to sell the Dow Jones, you can sell because there's a rule, all right, of engagement. But once it comes down, right, when you go to KTR -1 or -2 or -3, and you see the market stabilizing there, consider to buy back some position, okay? And then after that, if the market goes from there and recover and you feel like buying, it's okay to buy as long as the rules, the 3 strategies is available for you to enter the market. So all clear on this? This is very, very, very important. Now, if I go to the 15-minute chart right now, let's take a look. The Dow Jones, I can see from this morning, the Dow Jones basically did a BMB early here, somewhere here. And of course, it tried to go up, it failed. And after that, you can see this particular candle broke below the BMB support level. And that's why immediately there was a cascading effect of selling. But now it's approaching KTR -1 right now. So if the market, the Dow Jones hit 31,364, the Dow Jones may recover a little bit, okay? Traders, so watch out for that. But of course, if the market goes lower, then you can go for another KTR, which is about 31,246, okay? So traders, you just have to watch the market. But at the moment now, based on the KTRs and the KSI, I'm sorry, the KSI at the moment and the red bars, the market is more looking to the sell side at this moment, okay? So to do retrospect, you can see right now, this is the point where the market pump up before when Yellen speaks, right? And now the market's coming off. So usually I will tell myself this, if this is the reason that creates the updraft when Yellen speaks, then if the market come back down here, it should stay and support and recover. But if the market fail and go lower, then that means that the market doesn't really care or believe what Yellen is saying. And this is not going to be very comforting. So traders, please be careful. Okay? All right. So that is the Dow Jones. And of course, we'll do a quick one on the NASDAQ. I already tell you for NASDAQ, I'm really uncomfortable with the NASDAQ. You can see over here. Okay, you can see right here itself. This is my long-term chart. It already broke the trend. I suspect that NASDAQ is the sector that Yellen is speaking, and probably now the traders probably got wind or idea of this. So NASDAQ, there's a possibility of NASDAQ dropping down to about 13,180 level. Okay, so that is my personal take on the NASDAQ. So that is NASDAQ in this long-term chart. Then how about, okay, how about this? Sorry about this. This is the MA. Now, NASDAQ is going nearer to my MA. So traders, when the MA is nearby, yesterday the MA was triggered and almost instantly the market rebound. That's why I say the MA 30 is very, very, very powerful. You see that, guys? So yesterday, right, the NASDAQ actually hits the MA 30 and then rebounded 100 points from there. So today, it should be again revisited if I say the price goes down. So 13,530 will today's MA level. So if traders want to be careful, now NASDAQ is at 13,575, sorry. Right, when it goes down to 13,530, do look out to buy back some NASDAQ shorts, okay, if you're doing that. All right, the MLP obviously is here today. So this is MLP for trading. Colin, if the stimulus do come out, which is next weekend, right? Then of course there might be some recovery lah. But what is going to be scary is it doesn't come out or delayed or the number is lower than expected. Then the market will really go into some shaking. And of course the market will not wait until it happens and then react. Usually the market will know what to do before it. So that's why I'm suspecting that, right, the market may have some headwinds of this, what's going on in this stimulus package. Okay, this is my personal speculation now, of course. Okay. S&P 500, again, it also broke the trend line, and S&P 500 now, this is the moving average that I want you to take note. The moving average here itself, is 38.76. So for people who shorted the S&P 500 with me, right, at 38.76, you may consider to buy back some position, okay? 38.76, because that's a MA30. Because in the last few experience, we did saw that whenever the market hit the MA30, the S&P 500 actually rebound. But of course, if the S&P 500 breaks below the MA30 and close below, naturally a few more days of selling is very normal, because a lot of algorithm will kick in to start to sell. This is very, very normal. But of course, if you do sell, there's a very strong support here. You can see a very strong support line. So S&P support could be around 37.70. All right. So I'm going to give a good number, 37.177. Okay. So maybe S&P 500 will drop all the way to 3777 and then stop there. Magic number rebound. Okay. So it is really possible. All right. So anything is all possible. Traders, just be on standby. You never know what will happen. Okay. So this is my personal take on the S&P 500. Okay. Those who short again, remember this 38.76 is a good level. Consider to buy back your position. Okay. Cool. All right. So that is the S&P 500. Okay. So I'm done with that. Oops, sorry. Clear up my screen. Okay, so remember yesterday I told you guys about the gold market, right? I told you guys if gold closes with the RSI at 33. Now, what is scary is this. How the hell Cal know that the RSI will close at 33? Scary, right? Now, really, I also don't know why I give 33, but of course, based on what I've been seeing, my chart-wise, probably some impression came out and the number just flipped out, all right? So incredibly, yesterday the RSI stayed and closed, and the market gold came down, and the RSI closed at 33. And I told you guys, if the RSI closed at 33, the next day, which is yesterday, there will be a temporary recovery. I said that, right? Remember that? So apparently itself, right? You can see yesterday, gold really went up initially. When the gold opens up at 1,775, gold actually went up first. All right, went up first to 1,786, if I'm not wrong. All right, and people were pretty impressed. How, Cal, how you know that the gold will go up, right? And I said that, well, that is what usually happens. But I also reminded you guys that if the gold want to come down, it will now even go even lower. The RSI will go even lower. So traders itself, right? If you're going to buy gold, be very careful. That's why now this morning itself, you can see that gold is trading a little bit lower, because why? Equity market is coming down. Because I told you guys, in my opinion, equity market and gold now is going in tandem. So when equity market comes down, gold will go even lower, even though it's supposed to be the hedging tool, but I don't think that will be the case for now. Okay, so traders, be very careful. If let's say that if the equity market do come down, then of course you need to be very careful. Okay. All right. So for the fundamental news itself, right, people are still very seemingly very bearish now. They're saying that gold may be coming down soon. Okay, they say that gold will be coming down more. And you can see that, right, gold dropped fifth day as bond yields rally deliver fatal blows. So the yields is actually the one that, basically moving the market. So the yields is related with the equity market, and also gold is also moving along with that. So you can see now the whole relationship at this moment, okay? At this moment, it will change later, not now, okay? All right, so yesterday gold, I forgot to screenshot the chart of gold yesterday, so I apologize. But just to show to you, very simple. Gold actually went out above OP first initially. Then after that, right, it came off when it broke below OP. So of course, if you have a TSCB, you will know that this is a very strong resistance at 1786. And indeed, you can see whenever the gold couldn't stay above that circuit breaker level, the CCYR go come down. That's why I tell you this TSCB indicator is very powerful. As long as you use it, you really can make good money on a day-to-day basis. All right. Ever since this TSCB is in my system itself, right, I can see the market even better. So how to have this TSCB indicator? You will need to go for the PTP training. All right. Then you can actually get that. All right. I'm so sorry, but this is only for PTP students. Okay. All right. So let's look at gold today before we look at the Bitcoin, shall we? Okay, gold. Okay, gold is now trading lower. Gold is now trading lower at about 1766. The low was, wow, 1760. Serious? The gold actually now is trading. Let me see again. Oh my God, really? Gold low is 1760. Really? Oh my God. This is really incredible. Y'all know, right? Why am I so stunned, right? Y'all know, right? Why am I so stunned with the gold? Right. Remember, I told you guys, right? Gold may be coming down to a figure, and that figure itself, right? I already draw it in terms of number for you. Remember that? You look at it. See, gold has really come down to the 1762 level, the 15% level, the one I've been telling you guys. Okay, remember that? Ah, you see, incredible, right? For those who remember that itself, right? Please give me a thumbs up. Because when I tell you guys, you use this high and you do the mathematic formula itself, right, you should be able to get all the resistance and support of the market. And when gold was trading around here itself, I told you guys, if gold bridges 1866, gold will come down to a lower level, and that level I gave was 1762. And incredibly today, gold kissed that level, and then now it's rebounding a little bit. This is really scary, right, guys? Thank you guys for your validation itself. This is why I say, guys, you just had to follow Trade the Boy system and then follow what we share. You guys are going to make good money from there itself. Congratulations to all of you. Well done, well done, well done. Impressed, impressed. Indeed. Thank you, guys. Thank you once again. So what will happen to gold? If gold stays above 1762, gold may stage a rebound. Okay, it may stage a rebound to maybe 1795 level. Okay. If gold can stage a rebound, then you go back to 1795 level. But if gold fail and close below 1762, guys, be very careful. Gold can really go down to 1660 level. Now, of course, if you see before, whenever the market goes down, it doesn't really goes down to the next technical level immediately. So maybe it may miss 1660 by a little bit, maybe hit 1700 and rebound as a milestone level, or 1750. All these are all possible. But at least you know right now what the numbers you have, and you know exactly what you can look forward to. Okay, so traders, just be very careful on that. All right, congratulations to all of you who has followed and make money. All right, congratulations. So guys, this is what I need to tell you for gold for terms of conventional and mathematics. See, using maths to make money. Isn't that incredible? Okay, all right. Silver, I told you guys, if silver cannot break above the MLP of the black bar, basically itself, right, the market will have some selling effect. And yesterday, now the silver price has plunged below the MA. So this, I think there's some circuit breaker broke down. The market broke above the MA, broke below the MA. The market broke below the MA and immediately gold, the silver reacted by selling off quite fast. So this is why I say the MA30 is very powerful in my opinion, because it seems to be the best support for when it's able to stay afloat. But if it doesn't, right, it's a problem. So now if silver goes down, then silver may come down to this technical point, and that's about $25.53, okay? But if you're looking at it to go down lower, then the MA200 will be a very good point to buy back your silver shorts, okay? Okay, so silver, in my opinion, I told you guys yesterday, I don't believe that the ratio at the moment right now, I believe that if gold price come down, silver will come down. So let's just look into this one more liner again. So if they say the yields goes up to 1.35 to 1.4%, equity market will go down further, and naturally gold will come down also. And of course, the silver market may also come down. All right, so all these are all in line, like a domino itself. So traders, just be very careful. Okay, all right. Okay, so how about gold for today? Let's take a look. Let's take a look now for gold day chart first. Okay, gold is recovering right now. Congratulations for those who bought at 1762. Now the gold is at 1767 now, up $5 for today gold market, right? Okay, the gold for today, let's take a look. Gold today, the opening price is between the two pivots, right? So the KSI is red in color. Hence, therefore, if the market goes down below OP, it should be going down towards the 1757 mark. So if pivot 2 is 1757 mark, right, then that means you bridge below 1762. So traders, if you are bought gold at 1762 and higher, do set some profit taking along the way up, and also do your trailing stop just in case, okay? You don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the market. But of course, if gold really goes up, right, gold may go all the way up, because today the pivots are very, very tight. Gold may go to 1781, okay? So those who long can aim at 1781 as a profit level, okay? All right. Do note once again, the KCX at the bottom is, although it's blinking, but because the trend now is going downwards, the selling pressure is quite a bit in the market. So traders, be very, very careful on that, okay? Now, of course, KCX cannot be used on this gold right now because it's now turning bearish. So obviously you can use it on, yes, use it on Bitcoin. So yesterday, Bitcoin did a marvelous job once again. Okay, yesterday Bitcoin did a crazy job. Basically, Bitcoin yesterday, there were 4 trades available through the KCX. You can see when the KCX is green in color, you can see that as long as you see green, you wait for red turn to yellow, you buy, you make money. Green turns to yellow, you buy, make money. Green turns to yellow, you buy, make money. It's so simple. So yesterday, Bitcoin itself, right, we have 4 trades. That's a gigantic trade that give us more than $800 profit. Okay, so there's smaller trades. There's some that make about $300, but overall make money. I know that I've been saying this, we're trying to get an exchange for all our trade voice system family, but the problem is still very hard to get. So we are really hoping that we can get this ready, and once it's ready, we'll definitely introduce you another good platform to trade Bitcoin, and everybody makes money together. Okay. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin for today to wrap it up for today's sharing. Bitcoin. Let's go. Now for today's Bitcoin, everybody please take a look again. Once again, there's some numbers changes. Let me explain to you why. Now the Bitcoin today, the opening price, okay, the opening price is between the 2 pivots. So if the market is KSI is still green in color, right? So as long as Bitcoin stay above OP, Bitcoin can still go towards a new high, which is 53,557. Okay, it is possible. But if Bitcoin now takes some profit, it may come down to about 50,240. So if you come there itself, there might be some support. But there's something I want to tell you, there is this circuit breaker here, and that is 49,598. Which means that, right, if the market goes down, hit this point, 49,598, this should be a very important support for the Bitcoin. Because at the moment now, KSI is green and there's no blue bar at the bottom. So likely there should be a very strong support at around 49,598. But if the market, okay, if the market basically is right, goes below it, then there's a problem. So let me repeat myself once again. So from the chart here itself, it's really clear that the Bitcoin now is surging, but now it's coming off a little bit. If the market breaches 50,240, the first support itself will be 49,598. That's a circuit breaker level. If the market hang on there, the market may stroll up again. But if the market loses this circuit breaker level, likely the market may go down lower to about 46,000. Okay, so traders, just take note of that. The level, I repeat myself, will be 49,598. Okay, but the KSI is green with no blue bars, likely chance of pullback, come down. It could be a buying chance once again. So traders, just make sure that you know what to do for Bitcoin. If you're holding position now, do consider to take some profit off the table, and also do put your trailing stop in the market. Okay, this is very, very important. I want you guys to do it. Okay, cheers on that. So that will be all for today, my morning MAO. I totally, guys, appreciate you guys on hang until now. I wish you all the best in trading, and of course, may you guys be profitable and all the best. And I hope that you guys will see you again on Monday morning for our Monday morning MAO. All right. So today will be a very important day. All the best. All right. Once again, today is Chupa, right? Chupa Kuala. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. See you. Bye-bye.